Debate Me channel here. We're going to look at why Tiger Woods crashed.
Off the road.
There's sort of a natural environment by the side of the road. CNN, one of the top 5 news networks. A natural environment, she says. All right, so first of all, we've got to let the investigators investigate and let us know their findings. I'm not there. You're not there. We weren't in the car. We didn't see this happen. So we can't know for sure what happened. I want to be very clear on that. We can't know for sure what really happened. However, using the information that we have provided, we can certainly extrapolate from this information what most likely happened. And that's what I'm going to look to do here. Again, we don't know what happened. We got to wait for the investigation. But analysis is what I do. And this seems to be pretty... this is one of those scenarios where even though there's not much information, there's not going to be a lot of explanations for what happened. There's a very small list of possibilities, in my view, of what most likely happened. Let me explain. Click on the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome aboard. Let's begin. Okay, first of all, let's find out the exact location of where this is. So notice this long straight road here, Hawthorne Boulevard. Notice this road right here, which is Silver Saddle Lane, which comes up, curves around. It's got that white border there. Notice this house with that object right here on top. See the object on top here? Silver Saddle Lane. See the little white edge right there? Let's see exactly where the crash site is. Probably going to use the power lines or the poles as a marker. You can see this pole lines up perfectly with this road right here. Okay, a couple of immediate observations, which I'm sure most of you have already seen this right away. This road is relatively straight. So let's say he crashed here. However, there is a slight bank back here, and that's going to be a significant detail in our analysis. Now, this is not enough to challenge even the most basic of driver, but still very relevant. And I'll explain why in a second. So if we fly down here, we can see you've got a very, very long straightaway. Also notice that there's not a lot going on around here. Not a lot of traffic, not a lot of homes or businesses. It's kind of a country road-ish, right? So there's another bend, quite a while. So from here, and you can see we went back really, really far. From here, you've got a long stretch. You can just push down that accelerator and 90 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour, no problem. Low risk probably of getting a ticket here. So it seems like just to kind of spot someone crazy like me might want to have a little bit of fun. So let's break down the possibilities. Remember, we can't know exactly what happened. We weren't there. We got to wait for the investigation. So before you jump to conclusions, we have to consider mechanical failure, right? Could be simple as that. Mechanical failure. A defect with the vehicle, which might be a loaner car. If you saw the logo, I tried to find a picture of his cars. And I mean, why would he be driving a car with a logo? It looks like a Bentley logo on the side. So I don't think that was probably his vehicle. It was probably a loaner, I'm assuming. Was it well maintained? How did the last person that they loaned it out to, how did they take care of the car? What kind of service are they doing in between clients? Again, we are making assumptions here. This may not be a loaner car. Could be his vehicle. Maybe there's a company. Maybe he's got a sponsorship. So you see that logo? Actually, I don't think that's a Bentley logo. If you look at it much closer, see the line in the middle. And then this text. I mean, what text would that be? So you see some debris there. Actually, rolling hills. we got to find where this sign is. There's a sign. That's probably one of the posts on the side there. So take note of where the sign is in relation to where the car crashed. So there's a sign to your left, and then way to the right is the crash site. And there's our sign. You won't believe where this is. Now, we don't know for sure if this is actually the same sign. There could be another sign on the other side. But this is at Rolling Hills. That's way back here. Rolling Hills Road, way back here. Crash site is way down here. So here's the road leading to the crash site. Crash site should be somewhere around here, possibly in this section. And right after the crash site, we have an opening here. And there's that sign, the Rancho Palos Verdes. All right, so did a little bit more research, and apparently these roads are not as tame as they appear. And that's part of the problem. They look like it's not a big deal because the turns are not really that sharp. But it's a downgrade. So you're going downhill. You can see there's a runaway here with an escape lane. And you can just imagine what led to the decision to have the sign put here and escape lane installed. You must have a lot of big trucks. This is a nice straight road, not a lot of traffic. They start going too fast down here, and depending how fast you're going, you may end up losing control. But as you can see, it's not that sharp of a turn. Speed limit here is 45. I still think that in order for you to lose control like that, you've got to be going super, super fast. I'm talking at least 90 miles per hour to where this turn ends up being, this turn plus the fact that you're going down end up being a situation where you're going too fast, your car starts sliding, and it just doesn't stop, and you slide right across the lane. Yeah, truck 25. So obviously big concerns with trucks coming down this hill and losing control. So there's the escape lane. Oh, there you go, escape. So this is the lane. If you lose control, you go in this lane. Brakes aren't working or whatever. And then you're supposed to, you're supposed to hit this ramp. I guess that's sand or something. Wow. Like a little sand hill. Runaway vehicle escape lane ahead. Another escape lane. Wow. There it is, another escape lane. Wow. So that sign is right here. But as you can see, it's not. When this picture was taken in May of 2019, I guess it wasn't there. It's a brand new sign. So that would mean he was coming down this very, very steep hill, coming from way up here. So this is what he saw. So he's probably coming down here, flying down, perhaps. But also look at the vision. Look at what you see from this perspective. This is just a straight road which goes downhill, right? It's not necessarily as noticeable that there's a sharp turn because the turn is at a lower elevation. You can't really see it. It's below the horizon. So if you're coming around here, you're just going down a straight road, right? Here's a wider view. So you're just coming on a straight road. No big deal. With good tires, he should be able to take this turn at a really high speed. Now, if he gets startled and he jams on the brakes and locks up, because this is where he would have hit the sign right here. Why would he end up over there? In ice conditions or something, right? You don't have any traction and it just doesn't turn. It goes straight. Some mechanical issue. Fell asleep behind the wheel and went full speed across the median. Like that split second that he dipped out, he was going straight. And when he opens his eyes, there's a turn. And it's kind of like, oh, shoot. And even that could cause a crash. He panics and he yanks the steering wheel, you know, causing the car to fishtail and then hit that median, because now he's sliding, he's not turning, slides right in the median, bang, hit the median, roll across the street, hit the sign, keep rolling, and end up on the other side there. And see that path takes him right to the crash site. Just didn't make that turn. 45 miles per hour. I'm going to take a wild guess, and I don't think he was, I don't know, man. I mean, 120 miles per hour or whatever speed it would take with good tires to not be able to make this turn. Oh, I'm forgetting, driver error. The car could do it, but you still got to drive the car. If he panics like I was just illustrating and he does something crazy, swerves it, whatever, if you're at a really, really fast speed, you've got to be gentle. You cannot be jerking the car around with that kind of momentum, especially an SUV. You got a high center of gravity, you rock that car, upset the suspension, and next thing you know, you start sliding, and then it starts rolling and tumbling, and you're done. Either that or you just fell asleep and ran straight across the road there. So I'm gonna say, if it's not mechanical issue, it is something affecting his ability to focus. So whether it's sleep or substance, causing him to miss the turn at a pretty high speed. And that's how he ends up where he ended up. It's not the first time, right? What's interesting is I don't see any skid marks. That makes it even worse. Did he respond at all? Well, that's another scenario. He didn't respond at all. He dipped out for whatever reason. And when he dipped out, he's going straight down this road. And he could even accelerate. And actually, there you go. There could be where the high speed comes in. If he dips out and then his foot pushes down the accelerator even more, now the car is, accelerating. And depending how powerful the engine is, he could get up to pretty good speed, and it's downhill. That's right, downhill. So even without a car that's not even that powerful, he's got gravity helping him, and he's stepping on the accelerator, and he could have slept through this thing, man. While he's still out, foot on the pedal, the road's turning and he's not. So, or he could even be turning, right? Because if you're asleep, you're not really steering. So he could swerve it to the left or the right. But bottom line is, asleep or out of it for whatever reason, and runs straight into the medium. Bang! That sound wakes him up, right? But he doesn't have time to react, because even when he hit that thing, maybe the vehicle already is in the air. But I don't see any evidence of any skid marks. I mean, there's a sign in the middle. Where's the him swerving or trying to stop? I think I see some tire marks. Look at that. I think I see some tire marks. Look right here. I think he just ran straight. I don't think he tried to brake. He didn't do anything. He must have been out. Hit the median, hit that sign, and still a relatively straight line. The car still on its wheels, making that kind of mark, making these grooves, these tire marks. And you see the dirt right there. So that would have been where he is on the dirt, and then boom, pops over the curb, kicking up some dirt onto the road. You see some debris on the left as well. Still no skid marks. Goes straight across and ends up here. Look at that. No skid marks, nothing. Not that I can see. Right? If we got closer, maybe there's some skid marks right here in the shadow that we can't see, but this does not look like he really did much. It really appears like he was out of it all the way up until perhaps he's already in the dirt. So, mechanical failure, DUI, or sleep deprivation. I really don't think he was consciously trying to make that turn. I think the vehicle made the turn on its own. I don't think Tiger was a part of that. Can't say for sure, but based on all the evidence that we have so far. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. Shout out to Harry Knack, Lindsay, Alan, and all the new subscribers. Welcome aboard.